Welcome back to the deep dive. So, if you've been online at all recently, I'm sure you've seen it, the Halo Siren. The ads are just everywhere, promising this super loud personal alarm that's meant to scare off any potential threat.
Right. And our mission today is really to cut through all of that. The intense advertising, the claims, we're going to evaluate its actual real-world use based on consumer analysis we've seen.
So, this is pure marketing claim analysis, not an endorsement.
Exactly. Total transparency for you, the consumer.
Okay, so let's start with the basics then. The device itself. What does the analysis say about its physical design? Is there, anything genuinely good here?
Well, absolutely. The convenience factor is probably its biggest strength. Analysts all point out that it's genuinely small, it's very lightweight, you can just toss it on a keychain or in a bag.
So it's easy to carry.
Very. And crucially, it's super beginner-friendly. There's no app to pair, no complicated settings.
You just pull the pin and it goes.
You pull the pin and it works. That simple utility is a real point in its favor.
Okay, so a convenient, easy-to-use device. But the entire premise, the whole brand, is built on how loud it is. If the usability is great, why is the analysis so skeptical?
Because we're missing the unique advantage.
The technology.
Exactly. The core insight here is, well, it's pretty brutal. While the alarm is definitely loud, the analysis found it's not very different from many cheap personal alarms already on the market.
Oh.
Yeah. It's basically the same generic sound technology, just sold with this revolutionary language. It's loud, sure, but it's not the alarm of the future. It's just noise.
That completely changed the value proposition, right? So if the performance is just average, does the noise even work? Does it actually deter an incident?
Well, that's highly contextual. The effectiveness really depends on where you are.
Okay.
In a quiet, isolated area, for example, the sound might feel a lot less convincing as a deterrent. But in a crowded place, a busy street, public transport,
It's much more likely to get attention.
far more likely. And that's often the main goal. It's a tool that makes noise. But the power to definitively scare off an attacker isn't some guaranteed feature of the tech.
Which forces us to look right past the decibels and straight at the ad strategy. If the product is basically just baseline, how is it dominating the market so much?
And that's where it gets interesting. The marketing is the real story here. The analyses we've synthesized point out some huge red flags when it comes to transparency. They detail these really high-pressure tactics.
Like what specifically?
The website focuses heavily on what feels like manufactured urgency, huge limited-time discounts that, never actually seem to expire.
An old trick.
And it's combined with this very intense, emotional, fear-based messaging.
So what does that fear-based messaging actually look like?
It creates this state of immediate need. The subtext is that you are unsafe right now, and this is the only most advanced solution.
And when you combine that urgency with a lack of brand transparency?
You've got it. That's the other major issue. There's very little clear information about the brand itself for a consumer to actually check. It creates this very effective but a sort of misleading selling environment.
So what's the final verdict from the analysis?
It's blunt. The Halo Siren is a real alarm. It makes noise, but it feels like a basic personal alarm being packaged and sold as something truly revolutionary.
And potentially not worth the premium price they're asking.
Potentially not, no.
So what does all this mean for you, the listener, if you're thinking of buying one? The product works, it makes a noise, but the value proposition seems a little diminished because the hype just greatly outweighs what the product actually is compared to cheaper existing options.
Exactly. And this brings up a really important question for you to think about. When the marketing is shouting louder than the product itself, how much are you actually willing to pay for peace of mind?